No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. It's just flesh. But my spirit... She did much worse to that. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted. But then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over, blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage, along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, it's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. Then you are an even dumber beast than your druid friend.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Bhaal's temple. I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new, sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Kethric's killer turned the corpse lover to carrion when you took his stone. Oh, but he was a dull kill. No blood to spill, no guts to rip. A desiccated husk, all dust and hollow. You must be sharpened before you set your edge against my skin. Against the tyrant's throat, of course.
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Trip-train him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is Bhaal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, And you'll learn what happens to those who defy Bhaal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the nether stones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Yes, oh yes. Kill the Bay Knight, and I will keep my blade unblooded. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city, and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, Bone Killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Bhaal's offer. He will not make another.
Open up. Wonder what's past this. What's that? Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Oh, action, not reaction.
Which way to the nearest library? May it please, Mistra.
Never a dull moment.
Incendium Phylle!
Have to keep going.
This place reeks of madness and murder. I can almost feel it in the rotten air.
Is it me? Or is the ground here particularly sticky? Almost as if... some thoughts are best left unfinished. Now, please tell me there's some other subject you wish to occupy my mind with.
The Dreadlord Crave's victim is...
A couple turns should do it.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. Hey! What are you having? Around here, silence is golden, mate.
It's an orphanage, Uktar. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Are many children old enough? If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. Of course. They knew you were expected. The Guild is this city's first and last line of defense. It's only natural that we watch the gates for anyone interesting. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You'll find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying. Don't pout. For a brief second, I did weigh the odds on killing you. But if there's a tainted elder brain slopping around below my city, I think we need one another more than ever. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything? Did you enjoy the encounter? Bottom-feeding bruisers, I think you mean. But it takes thugs to keep order outside the walls. The Fist only go there for good, lawless fun. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. I was planning to soften you up a bit first, but... straight to business then. You've been seen with a certain Harper. Grey of hair, somewhat spiky of manner. So you do know Jaheira. I need to speak with her. She's still getting the lay of the land, I expect. I have information that might help with that. So, reminder to pay an old friend a visit, would you? I could, but you wouldn't thank either of us for that. Trust me. Now, is there anything else you need?
is something but... Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say. Always a pleasure.
Yes? I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keene.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keene runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nor are we. But I trust she knows the value of collaboration, especially in times like these. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking. The Guildmaster wishes to see us, does she? Better we call on her home than she on ours. Lead, then. As you wish. Yes?
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
Oh, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a Harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. How nice. You won't find many of those in my guild hall.
We won't tax your hospitality too long, Nine Fingers. I'm searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Minsk was never one to need much persuading. Not when it came to spilling my people's blood. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk? Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift. I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about. Speak.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No.
It's Uktar you want.
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the Bugbear. To trade trinkets, the Fetcher's Brats. I am Uktar, duly elected guild bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Uktar, 11th month of the year, more commonly known as the Rotting, a time in which all things decay and die.
By telling you where he is, in direct defiance of my guildmaster's orders. I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults. Provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. I tell you this only as a matter of mutual interest. What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct? Until you do, then.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. It isn't half bad, is it? And this lot? Very generous tippers. I'm sure you understand there's only room for one bard here. But I'll let you know if I need a day off. Hmm?
The guild?
I know.
Right. Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the Guild, a loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
In between scores, then? Oh, there's no shame in that. This Stone Lord business has even the bigger crews shutting up shop for a while. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentarim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. Well, whoever he is, he doesn't seem very keen on talking. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around the topic. Hmm?
They're all on the same side, friend. Nine Fingers invited us herself.
The Guildmaster...
Victor isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Let's just say the previous owners no longer have a use for them. Got me?
Which is exactly why your boss hired us.
Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't. Victor isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometime.
Don't bug me. I'm making plans. Big.
Wow, look who it is. Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketheric's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time.
I know where the stone lord...
Ready to do some business? Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal. Ready to do some business? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play.
Seems simple enough.
No one to threaten. No one to intimidate. Wait for the good alley.
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jaheira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times.
Minsk must have a way in. But he's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. Only what we heard from Keene. He seems to have sprung up while we were out in the Shadowlands. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke, perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
You recall the urban myth that trickled through the lower city fest halls some years back. A hero who had been turned into a statue, returning to life in the city's hour of need.
For Minsk it is downright subtle. He shrugged at the whole affair. I still don't know how he came to be petrified. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. That was Minsk's feeling too. Perhaps I shouldn't be working so hard to bring you two together. Yes? You're sure?
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Minsk, the Great Ranger. He's alive and infected. Else, we need to act.
Minsk is the Stone Lord. Jaheira's friend doesn't sound so friendly after all.
It is done.
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the goddamned Absolute. Maybe we can help him. The Prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition.
So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist. Are we sure we want to find him before 9...
Excellent choice.
Alright, what now?
Wonder what's past this.
How much further can I go?
More for me. Come on, open up. Let's have a look. Step carefully. There's a trap. Let's see. That might be working out.
I need a quick word.
Halt! This one is an ally of Our Lady in Red. Orin spoke of you. You walk in the Dread Lord's favor.
Perhaps you wish to partake in his service. Go ahead. Their blood is yours to spill. Heretic! You act against Orin, you act against Bhaal, and our Lord has no mercy for sinners.
Let's end this.
Come on, can't stay idle.
These mortals be.
Moving in. Time to pack it in for the day, I think. Just a brief respite.
At the ready. Don't give me trouble now. I should speak up.
Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Arabella?
Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing, like it's fate or something. Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen. Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with. Yep, and I like. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learnt a lot thanks to him, and I'm still learning. Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine.